Great Grand Rising. Come on in, beloved. Come on in. We are here. We are here. Welcome to Spiritual Success TV Live, where we're lighting the way to help you create a clear path forward on your personal and spiritual development journey. Let me just check and make sure that Facebook is broadcasting. Yes, we're here. Let me throw a Grand Rising up here. Happy Sunday. And we are ready to go. Tag a friend, tag a family member, let them know Spiritual Success TV is live. And with that being said, beloved, let's go ahead and activate. We're going to ground ourselves, sit with feet flat, back straight, hand on heart, if you will, and take a good healing deep breath in and exhale and relax. From the crown of the head, skin over your scalp, let it relax. Pulls your eyes and your cheeks down. Allow even the tongue in your mouth to relax. Drop those shoulders down from your ears. Relax your arms. Come on, lovelies. From the crown of the head all the way down. Torso, core, thighs, leg, feet, toes. Everything comes to full and complete relaxation. Full and complete relaxation. Next breath in, turn the focus inward, take a good healing deep breath in. Exhale. Relax deeper, relax further. As we come into divine gratitude and thanksgiving for this day, for this gathering, for this sacred platform, this sanctuary that we are creating, that is conducive for growth, transformation, transcendence. We're so thankful and grateful. We took nothing for granted. We do decree and declare today that all is well. Next deep breath in and exhale. All right, lovelies, let me just get a sip of this tea. Last week, we started on a new topic in early morning empowerment, and we started talking about the heart knows the way and the hidden codes that are within the heart. So I'm going to start out today picking up from there, and I'm just going to go ahead and just look at the email that I sent you guys over the weekend. Your heart knows the way, beloved. Listen. I know that we know this, but every now and again, we have to remind ourselves. We have to tap in. We have to reset and know that there is a compass within us that never fails. I just want to take a moment. The hidden wisdom, the knowledge, the insight, the creativity, right? The inner guidance system, that invisible operating system. I call it your rich inner life. There is an inner compass within you, beloved, that never fails. It never loses its way. It's never confused. Your head may get confused, but this inner compass, it never fails. So I'm going to just read from the email. There is a compass within you that never fails, a sacred guide, more ancient than time itself. It's your heart, right? In a world overflowing with noise and logic and external opinions, it's easy to lose your way. And I know that when you are living and going through day-to-day operations, it's very easy to lose your way. It's very easy when you're dealing with life and all the things that life presents, all the challenges, scenarios. Many times we can easily lose our way. We can easily lose our way and get caught up in all of the noise and the trappings of what wants your attention and what wants to sabotage your efforts. But beloved, hear this. You were never meant to navigate through this 3D realm, through all the noise, all the opposition, all the duality. You were never meant to navigate that from your head. Your head cannot figure out things when you have a challenge, when you have a question that you need an answer to, when confusion sets in. Your head cannot figure it out. You have to tap into the heart, right? So you were never meant to navigate life solely with your head. You were always meant to journey with your heart. Can you put that in your notes? I am meant to journey with my heart. Your heart, now you know this, it's not just a physical organ pumping blood, and thank God for that physical function of the heart that keeps us well, keeps us alive, keeps us going. But what we want to get to, beloved, is a metaphysical understanding, a spiritual understanding, even an esoteric understanding of what's going on in the heart. It knows things your mind will never be able to grasp, will never be able to guess, will never be good at solving. Your heart. My heart knows, my inner self, my higher self, the Holy Spirit, my God self. It knows the way. It has all the answers, all the strategy, all the power, all the potential. Your heart knows the way. It whispers when the world is shouting. And that is where many of us are finding ourselves today. We need to be in a place where we can hear the whispers. It whispers when the world is shouting. It leads when reason retreats. It holds the blueprint of your soul's deepest calling and higher path. And I want to say this to you. If today you are challenged or you are struggling and you're feeling the nervousness within, I challenge you today to listen to the whispers, to shift, to move. Sometimes it takes a split second and an instant to just shift out of what you're doing, what's trying to bombard you, and shift into what you know. I said this over and over and over the course of the last 60 some odd days. We could even be, 31. And hey, Reese, thanks for joining us live, right? But I said this over and over. I've lost count. I don't know what day we're on. But now more than ever, we've got to reinforce what we know to be true. Reinforce it, reinforce it, reinforce it. Grand Rising, Reese, Grand Rising, Lisa, reinforce it, reinforce it, reinforce it, reinforce it over and over again. Beloved, it is time to do things differently. You remember me telling you this many times. You know, out there in the success community, there's a popular saying, how you do anything is how you do everything. I feel such a strong wind today for change, that you're going to be able to make a change this week. You may have already started, but we're going to go even deeper. It's time now. I'm speaking to this. I'm speaking to your habit, your ritual that you've been stuck in for the last 6 months, the last year, maybe perhaps even the last couple of years. It's time to shift out of that. And I feel such a win for this, and I'm taking this in for myself as well, that I feel that your core habit that you have been used to most of your life, I feel a shift coming for that. I feel a shift not coming, but a shift is here for it. There's a win here for it now. All I want you all to do is join in with me in tuning out all the noise, tuning out all the scariness, all the threatening things, all the fearful things. Let's tune it out this week more than we ever had before. You know, in the back in the day, and many of us still do this today, we used to literally have a closet that we would go in, a secret closet, and shut the door and pray. Even if you don't have a secret closet or a sacred space, you could go in. This is the secret place of the Most High. He that dwells in the secret place, this rich inner life, shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. This is your refuge and your strength. But I want to say this again because, again, I have an inner ear and an outer ear, and it's coming in as well as going out. I feel a wind is here for a major shifting of your core habits. Maybe you've been doing it all your adult life, but I feel such a shifting coming. It's time to do something different. And we want to tap into the inner codes of the heart. These inner ancient codes and embedded in the heart to really hear what's going on. Grand Rising, present moment. Hey, I truly appreciate you. You're so warm in my heart. To my heart, I speak your language so much. Yes, I love that. Love that. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you for always showing up for us. You're so welcome. And I tell you, I love that. You know, that really, really touched my heart. Present moment. That really touched my heart because I know what it's like when I run into people and we speak the same language, right? I love that. And in this day and time, you have to find the tribe that you can vibe with, right? So now more than ever, there is a wind present for major change, shifting out of a habit, a pattern, a cycle you may have been in most of your life. And what I've come to find out as we do these gentle inquiries, right? As we do these gentle inquiries, is that the thing that you hold on to the most is probably the thing that needs to be released in this season for you to see the greatest change. I did with my mentor in my community, I did a celebratory interview with her a while back. And we were talking about, she was celebrating with me as I was explaining how we have what we call an unlearned statement. And my unlearned statement was to release unnecessary soothing. And if you've been here, you know we've talked a lot about the difference between soothing and nurturing. And I'm going somewhere with this today, right? So when I was putting my statement, okay, this is the year I'm going to unlearn unnecessary soothing. What are we talking about? We're talking about when something happens and you are triggered in your body. Because remember, I tell you, your body carries the energy and the memory of every trauma, every disappointment, every hurt, every joy, every good thing. Your body is all encoded in the body. And the nervous system knows how to respond to that. And so many times when your subconscious mind even thinks you're getting close to something that will overwhelm you, be hard for you, send you into overwhelm, it'll shut you down. And what you will get is this kickback. You'll get this kickback from the body. Old energy stored in the body will kick up in anxiety, nervousness, confusion, you know. And how if you just even take a breath in that moment. And we walked through this before with you guys, right? If you're doing something, let's say you're working on a project and you get to a place where you work and you hit a pocket where everything in you tells you, shut down the laptop, come back later, do it another time. I'm tired, I'm bored, shut it down. Well, what's happening is that you're right at the threshold of crossing over into your next level of whatever that thing is that you are working with. But watch this, beloved. The more you respond to those cues, when you feel uncomfortable, when you feel like you can't do anymore, you all know what I'm talking about. How many of you have ever started an exercise regimen? Started, a lifestyle nutrition change. I don't want to say diet, right? You get up to exercise, you say you're going to do it, but before you even get up, everything in you tells you you're too tired. Y'all know this. Talk back to me. I can't do it. I don't have enough strength to do it. Beloved, you cannot negotiate in your head. You cannot negotiate in your head. Can somebody talk back to me? Put that in your notes. You have to stop all that inner negotiating in your head and take an action. So when all that's telling you you can't do it, shut it down. Every time you obey that, you are training your nervous system. You are training the subconscious to say that anytime she feels a little uncomfortable, anytime she feels a little fearful of the unknown, every time she's going to go into a strange environment, send this signal so she'll stop. And I shared with you guys many times, years and years ago, I used to think when I felt all that static and energy kicking back, I used to think that was the Holy Spirit telling me to stop. See, that's why it's so important that we understand how we are fearfully and wonderfully made and how this all works together. That was not the Holy Spirit telling me to stop. That was just energy, trauma in the body that recognized you're going into what you perceive as a danger zone and you need to come back and stop. And as I continued in personal and spiritual development, I came to realize that's not the Holy Spirit telling me to stop. If anything, I should have kept going at that point, because every time you stop, you're training your nervous system, your cells, the subconscious mind, that anytime you're uncomfortable, shut that down. Yes, 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 shut it down. Yes, noted. And then what happens is that's how we get stuck. That's how we continue to procrastinate. That's how we continue to not see the progress that we want to see. It's because you are training you how to stop you. Can y'all talk back to me today? No more stopping you. So in that interview, we were talking about that all it takes is just a minute. If something is saying, get up, shut it down, you just stop and take a breath and say, I'm going to stay here one more minute. Just don't move when that thing is telling you to move. I'm going to stay here one more minute. I'm going to work. I'm going to focus another minute, even if it's just one more minute. And before you know it, and what I said in that interview is that the moment I would do that, it's like whatever that was gnawing at me, trying to tell me, to shut it down, get up, walk away, it goes away. Like somebody just chase it away, blow it up, destroy it in an instant, because you took an action. So can you talk back to me, put in your notes, action is required. And it's all about choice, action, choice, action, choice, action, as I've learned from my mentor years ago, right? So when we look at the heart knowing the way, tapping into the heart, we want to start looking at the ancient codes that's in the heart. So we're looking at the heart not as a physical organ, but as a metaphysical tool that is aiding us. Yes, 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 yes. Action is required, precious. Yes, yes, yes. So let's look at this. So this is no mystery. When you look at the word heart, you're going to see the word hear, H-E-A-R, right? And what I said about that is that the heart is a receiver, a divine listening device that hears the whispers of the spirit. Hidden within the heart, you're able to hear. There is a spiritual listening device within the heart that's picking up. And I shared with you one day last week about the Heart Math Institute, how they do this. They did this research with showing people these images and how they had them hooked up to all these electromagnetic wires, monitoring heart rate and all of that, and breathing rate. And before the image would come on the screen, some were horrible, traumatic images, some were peaceful, blissful images. But each time before the image would get on the screen, the heart would start reacting before they saw it visually, because the heart knows. The heart knows. This electromagnetic field, the heart field that goes around our body, radiates feet outside of the body. And it's always receiving and picking up, and it knows things long before the head gets it. The heart gets it first, then the brain gets it, then the hands or the body move into action, right? So you can hear with this receiver, this divine listening device that's in the heart. It listens to the whispers of the spirit, the guidance of your higher self, the Holy Spirit, your Godself, and the intuitive voice of your soul. The heart, not the head. Up here in the head is going to be all the reasoning, analysis paralysis, confusion, fogginess, questions, not knowing. But when you tap into the heart and you can hear the voice of your soul, the true voice of your soul, call it the voice of God, the voice of the Holy Spirit, whatever, it doesn't matter what you call it, as long as you know what it is and you know how to work with it, right? So Reese said, just push past the shutdown trigger. Reese, I love the way you say things. You know you're a wordsmith. Yes, that's it. Push past the trigger point and take an action. Y'all know me, a teeny tiny step. Just a teeny tiny action step. Even if it's 1 minute, even if it's 30 seconds, just take an action step. What I have found is that every time I will push past a shutdown trigger point, or you can't exercise because you're too tired, your body's too weak. If I say I'm going to stay 1 more minute, I end up staying 5, 15 or 20 more minutes. And then I choose, put this down in your notes, I choose when to shut it down, when I had enough. Not the triggers telling me. Y'all got that? Not the triggers telling me, but I choose, okay, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to rest now. Not because I'm feeling uncomfortable, all right? So to truly follow the way of the heart, you must hear beyond the noise of the world and tune into the still small voice within. We need this now more than ever. When there's so much happening globally, when so many things are being threatened on a daily basis, right? We need more than ever to know how to truly follow the heart and disconnect from the heart, from the noise, excuse me. Your ability to hear from the heart is what opens you to divine direction. I don't know about you, but I'm ready for divine direction right here, right now. All right. Also, a hidden code is ear. You have embedded within the heart is the ear, the ability to perceive spiritual truth. And it depends on what you're tuned into. Now, this is important because y'all know my saying, right? Wherever attention goes, energy flows. Wherever your energy, your life force, your prana, your chi, right? Wherever your attention goes, energy is flowing. And if energy is flowing, you're creating. Good, bad, or indifferent. This is how powerful we are, beloved. This is how powerful we are. I say it all the time. This is how powerful you are. That anywhere you give your attention and your focus, your life force is going in that direction, and you're going to start creating something, good, bad, or indifferent. All these things in spiritual law, they're not judging. These are things God put in his operating system, the universe, God's operating system, that is there picking up on your vibration, and it's not judging you. We're so thankful for the ministering angels all the support in the unseen realm that walks alongside us to aid us and assist us and try to nudge us and move us and run ahead of us and try to set things up. But if you are locked down into your head and listening to the creepy crap, you're going to miss the signs. I did a whole series on that. What are you ignoring? What signs are you missing? Y'all remember? You have 99 missed messages. Your inbox is just full with messages that you have not yet accessed. But we want to come back to our original power, our original purpose. And when we start hearing, as the writer and the Revelation writer says, let those that have an ear to hear, hear. Let them hear. Tuning into the spirit. And then the word art, A-R-T, is encoded in the word heart. That you want to become the artist that allows the heart to start painting on the canvas of your life. Every day we wake up with a brand new canvas. New mercies every single day. Morning by morning, new mercy. Every day you have a blank canvas. What are you going to paint today? Allow your heart to create the masterpiece that you came here to be. So what you want to do this week, listen, let's start asking a couple of questions, all right? Here goes some things that we could start using to journal, right? What messages has my heart been whispering to me lately that I've been too busy or too afraid or distracted to hear? That's it. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, blank canvas every day. Every morning, blank canvas. Stepping into a space never been used before. All right? So write this down, beloved. What messages? I'm looking at this as well. I don't want to have 99 missed messages. I don't want my inbox to be so full that another message can't even get to me. What messages has my heart been whispering to me lately that I've been too busy, afraid, or distracted to hear? You need to get healthy. Stop eating. Just stop eating. Stop going there. Stop hanging out with them. Get off the telephone. There's a reason all of these messages come up, the little whispers. You don't want the whisper to be ignored so much that it turns into a full-blown catastrophe. We don't want that. And then we'll say, why did this happen? But beloved, all the help that we have, listen, we are not victims. Life is not happening to you. We have so much help. So what I want to do today, what I want to do today, I want us to come together and I want us to agree. I want us to come together and use the power of agreement that we're going to be still and we're going to listen to the whispers. We're going to listen to the still small voice. All those that have an ear to hear, let them hear. There is some guidance and there is some direction that is necessary. I woke up, I don't even know what time I woke up. It was early. And as I was awake for a while, I was going to go back to sleep and I was meditating on some things. And that still small voice said, get up right now and celebrate. Now I'm on my way back to sleep. By now it's probably about 4:30, maybe 4:45. And I want to try to get a few minutes in before getting up. But it said, get up right now and celebrate. Now, I'm in this half woke, half sleep, and you telling me to get up and start moving around and celebrating? But I did it. I did it. Because I understand perfectly when those little nudges come and the still small voice come out of nowhere and say something that logically doesn't make sense, then we want to make sure that we put ourselves in a position where we can hear exactly what the Spirit is saying, right? So when we hear the voice of Spirit within, and we allow ourselves to be divinely guided and directed, our life is going to get so much better. And so the second thing to ask, what messages, then I want you to ask, where in my life have I let logic override the deeper wisdom of my heart? Beloved, we do that over and over and over again. Not only do we let the logic override the wisdom, we listen to people. We divert to what we call experts or influencers. But beloved, your heart knows the way. Take a good deep breath in and exhale. Let's sow seed today. Let's be a blessing. Let's look at the numbers 3 and 9 again, or you could look at the number 2 and 3 for today, and let's sow seed. Right, it's $39.99, $139.99, $23.99, whatever it is. Use the number 2, 3, and 9. That's what we're going to work with today, because we're in this year of finality, bringing things to closure. That's all the ways that you can sow. And I'm so thankful and grateful for all of you that think it not robbery and you sow into the word. You sow seed into the word. This is not begging. This is not about manipulation. If the word is helping you, you sow into that, you water it, you nurture it, right? You nurture it and let it get a harvest. You want to get the harvest. They didn't put a new thing up here where they're changed. They didn't. Yeah. They got all these different little views that you can do. So, but listen, you want to nurture that seed and water that seed so you get the result of the seed. That's what we're after, the result of the seed. All right, lovelies, share this on your timeline. Come back through. If you're on Facebook or YouTube, give this a thumb up. Write a comment in the YouTube down in the comments. Let it reflect something that we said, just like you did. These comments that you did doesn't come up under the video. So when we come out of the video, please go back, put a comment under there. I'll go back and respond. All that's going to help the algorithm. Well, they'll push this out and let more people hear it. All right, lovelies, have a blessed, wonderful, amazing rest of your day. Spiritual Success Mastery tomorrow at 12 noon. I'll see you there. Bye for now.